What is up, y'all? It's Whiskey Wednesday. How long do I got here? I got a fair amount of time. We're having another with Espo. I'm still Espo. What's going on? Mike's on. Mike's on. We're not going to screw that one up this time. Green light's facing me. Learning. Not going to learn for realsies, though. It's going to happen again. It is Whiskey Wednesday. We're doing some whiskey things. We're going to go up to the top shelf. Pull one down we haven't tried in a while. Rifle Rye. This is another bottle, not this one in particular. This one I got much later. But this is another bottle that I got introduced to by my brother. I don't remember if it was Christmas or birthday. But either way, open up the gift bag and here this thing was. This beautiful, beautiful cork was looking me in the face. Look at that thing. You see that? I don't know if that comes through quickly or not. I don't think that was even sideways. There's a dragon on it. I think there's a St. John thing on it. Pretty cool. Pretty neat look. Very cool logo. Sucker for a cool cork, you know that. Rifle Rye, we've got 84 proof, 42% Alberta product. Not sure exactly who. It says albertadistillers.com on here. I don't know exactly what that is. We'll figure it out. We've got the bookie book mostly filled out here. We're going to do a little tasting. We've got our Glencairn. I don't want to use this one today. I'm not going to throw it. That'd be stupid. This will break all over the place. I got some new whiskey glasses. And they're not glass, they're wood. I think it's Canadian whiskey. We're trying it out this way because it'll be fun. Still kind of curls over. We're not going to be able to see it quite so much, but I just really like the glass. What? Cup? I'm going to call it a cup. Glass feels disingenuous. Either way, Rifle Rye. What else do we have on this? Tasting it, cool. It's a rye. Color, it looks about tawny based on my breakdown here, but could even go maybe a notch darker to mahogany. Clarity, it's pretty chucking clear. Still whiskey. Legs, it's pretty slow, semi-slow. Still pretty thick, but we'll go from there. And beating, gave it a shake. Beads up pretty good, but doesn't linger. So we've got all those marked down. Let's go with a sniff, shall we? Ooh, it's actually quite sweet smelling. And I got it directly up my nose. That's fantastic. I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. It smells wonderful. I'm actually going to switch over to Glencairn. I was talking a big game about the cool glass, but I don't think we're there. That was a heavy pour, Espo. What are we doing, Nicky boy? Cool. Getting a lot of vanilla. A little bit of toffee. Kind of, I feel like there's some cherry. It's got a very bourbon style nose. It's pretty cool. It's very sweet forward on the nose anyway. It's stop fucking around, give it a taste. That's wonderful. I knew I liked this one. Like I said, the first bottle of this I got was from my brother. Thanks, Joe. Hey. That one went quickly, and it's now holding some of Ian's maple syrup. It's a great bottle for that. Perfect size. Again, wonderful cork. Can't throw it out. It's a gorgeous bottle. This one, it retails for, I wrote it down. What does it go for? Retails for $49.95 at the LCBO. I picked this one up for, I think, $35. It was on clearance. Might have been even less. Might have been 32. I almost got two of them because it was such a good deal. Things don't go on sale at the LCBO. That's not for that much anyway. They'll go for like $2, $3 off sometimes. Not $10, $15, $20 off. That's beautiful. That's a lovely rye. Got some notes on the back. We're gonna go with some of that. Toffee, vanilla, creme brulee, balanced with warm pear and dark chocolate. The finish is warm and lingering. It is warm and lingering on the finish. I'm getting the creme brulee. I don't know if I get the dark chocolate. Maybe there's a bit of something bitter that's kind of there. It is a little fruity. That might be the pear, but I don't get the pear as much as I do off, say, an Irish whiskey. But it's still really tasty. Really tasty. Highly recommend. It's a little much in a $50 bottle. at a $40 bottle, which is probably what I bought it at. I don't know. I still think it was $35. It was a stupidly low price. I don't know why I didn't buy more. It was right around Christmas time. I think that was probably it. Stupidly low price. Delicious. Highly recommend. If you're drinking rye, this is a pretty good one, even though it's only an 84. It's not terrible that way. Like, you're not gonna burn yourself out. It's far and away past the Gretzky. The Whistle Pig, yeah, it's pretty close on that one. The Rittenhouse, that's 100 proof. That's really tasty. I don't know. I like it better than the Sagamore. Sagamore was a lot. It was real burning. It was tasty, but it was real burning. Ah, that's just a delicious whiskey. Getting the creme brulee. It's there. It's that sweet vanilla cream kind of right at the top of your mouth. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Wonderful rye. Check it out. Highly worth checking out. We can put the bookie book away. Oh. Now the question usually is, will this old fashioned? And I bet it will. I'm pretty sure I've done it before. It does. Yes, we're going to answer that without actually doing anything about it. But like I said, a couple weeks back, week and a half back, went to the Royal Winter Fair, met some people, saw some booths. Favorite one, Wild Muskoka Botanicals. We picked up a bunch of bitters. Again, we bought these. They didn't give us shit. They gave us some recipe cards and stuff, so we're going to try some of those out. Bought the bitters, having a great time with it. This recipe is the Muskoka Maple. It called for Canadian Rye Whisky. That's kind of why we went with the Rifle Rye today. Again, I've got like 8 recipe cards. This is all we're doing for the next month, pretty much. It's going to be fantastic. Man, that's tasty. Oh, I got to use this for more stuff. This is delicious. Anyway, Muskoka Maple, we're going to start off. We've got our mixing glass. Let's grab some ice. It's a lovely hand-flavored ice. In she goes. Boom there. We need 2 ounces. I'm going to stop moving that around. That's probably buzzing the hell out of your ears. 2 ounces of Canadian Rye Whisky. This is pretty Canadian. Canadian grain anywhere. There's some of those American ryes up there. They use Canadian rye grain to begin with, so never feel too far off using it. That was a little spilly. We're going to go a little heavy on this pour. There we go. 2 ounces of a beautiful Canadian rye, Rifle Rye. There we are. Next up, we need half an ounce of maple syrup. We have some right here. Thanks, Don. Pour that in. Should have done this first, probably. Half an ounce of a beautiful maple syrup. Let's pop that in. Next, it's calling for 1 dash. Come on, lids. Magda, you're holding this for a minute. Thanks, darling. 1 dash of our charred cedar bitters. Now, this isn't a dasher bottle. This is a dropper. I'm pretty sure 1 dash equals about 3 or 4 drops. Last time it called for a dropper, and it really used all of it to get her in there. I liked it. We're going to go about 3, maybe we're going to go 4 drops just for fun, because I really want the experience of the cedar on this one, because it's a really tasty bitters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That was totally in English. Perfect. Give this a stir. Lovely, lovely stir, just to chill it out a little bit. A little bit dilution. This is mostly an old-fashioned anyway, so we're not really straying too far, but we're just not using the regular recipe we use with the orange peel and the 2 kinds of bitters and all that fun stuff. There we go. Into a lowball glass. Good news. We've got a murder glass handy. I'm going to pop this to the side. Strain that in. I'm going to keep some ice in there. I've got a Temu ball. Let's pump that in. In you go. This is a generous pour. We'll go to the side here. Next up, garnish. What do we need for garnish? We need 1 cherry. That's one thing it's calling for. Got these gorgeous Jack Rudy cocktail cherries. Gotta grab it by the stem. I don't think we need the pin. In it goes. Oh, do we need the pin? Let's go pin. We might do something fancy here. Pop that on top for now. Try not to get too much syrup in there because we've already got the maple syrup in there, and there's a fair amount of that. Pop that to the side. And what's really making this the Muskoka Maple, along with the charred cedar bitters, is sprig of cedar. Went out to the hedge and got some. Got some herb shears here. Let's garnish this with just a touch of cedar. The cedar's got a nice little citrusy flavor to it. Nice smell anyway, too. Give that a little pinch. Treat it like a mint sprig. Actually, let's do that. Give it a little smack. Treat it really like a mint sprig. Oh, there we go. Give that a pull. And pop that through there, too. I don't think this is going to work. I didn't think this through. There we go. Good enough. There we have it. That is our Muskoka Maple. Take a good look. Pretty drink. Love the cedar on the side. Pop those over there. And let's see, what does it say to do next? It says to drink it. You should drink it next. Sounds like a good plan. I'm going to try that. Give it a sniff. Smells like not too much right now, actually. Give it a sniff. It's tasting good. It's mostly maple syrup. It's a lot of maple syrup in there. Half an ounce. Cutting through the rye. I wonder if one more drop of cedar bitters would have been a good thing. Pop 2 of those in there and see what we can do. Mess with it just a touch. Those of you asking, did I wash that cedar sprig? No, I forgot. Taking chances here, kids. There we go. That's pretty cool. There's that char. That's really tasty. I'm pretty happy that happened. Anyway, there we have it. That's our Whiskey Wednesday. Rifle Rye. Delicious. Muskoka Maple. Delicious. Wild Muskoka Botanicals Bitters. Again, if you're out in Dwight, Ontario, go check them out. Great people. Super fun to talk to. They gave me way too much of their time just shooting the shit about bitters, about their syrups they have. Very cool syrups they have. I think, again, don't quote me on this one because I got to spend more time on their website. I think they forage for most of their product supply and then, process it. Very cool stuff. Either way, it all seems fairly locally sourced. They seem like really cool people. Check them out on Instagram, Wild Muskoka Botanicals. Delightful people. Anyway, there you have it. Muskoka Maple, Whiskey Wednesday. I'm having another with Espo. I'm still Espo. I'm having another with myself, apparently. This is delicious. Go ahead and check it out. Cheers.